Well, would you look at them? That is amazing. Oxygen David, you are an absolute genius. Wow. Fantastic stars in FS22. Well, hello and welcome back to Calmsden version 1.2. So, it worked. The swap of the save game was successful. Everything's back across, everything's in its original place, how we left it almost, and we've made some upgrades in some instances, used our own cash. So what have we done? We have upgraded the combine, same brand and make and model, but now more horsepower and a slightly increased capacity. What else did we do? We have, let's just leg it over here. We have upgraded the John Deere. That is now 458 horsepower, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, 458. So that's been upgraded. We haven't done anything with this one. And we've done nothing with that one. We have, in our silo now, we have got, let's have a look. So everything's the same. Came across brilliantly. You'll see the silage is in the silo now rather than the pit, like I mentioned. So that's about the same amount, probably just slightly less. But everything else is as was. So, we have precision farming installed now, so we need to get some soil sampling done. So what I think we'll do, we are going to start in field number 6. Yeah, field number 6, I'm getting there. So we're going to buy the soil map for this one. So into the precision farming menu, onto the field, and we are going to purchase the soil map. So it's 56 samples, which is £5,600. Service provider cost 4,200, so 9,800 buy. Okay, so we can now see the breakdown of the soil. So we've got a tiny bit of silty clay, we've got loam, and we've got sandy loam and loamy sand. So brilliant. Okay, so now what we can do is we can see the state of that. So pH, which is the acidity of the soil, so or the alkali. So we need to lime that. We can do that today. The nitrogen we're going to leave for now, because we'll sort that when we've got a crop in. The yield, we've got no information yet, and no seed rate, so that is all good. Right, we need to get loaded up with lime and get this field turned around and ready to put in linseed. So then, we've been and bought 16 bags of lime. We are now just on the edge of field 6, and you can see that the precision farming has kicked in, and bottom left you'll see the pH map. So this is now going to start to change to a perfect application. We are leaving the automatic application rate on for the spreader, so it will use what it needs where it needs. So now if we get rid of that menu and just turn that on, you will see dark green appearing where necessary, and that is adjusting the value of the pH to perfect for that soil type. So it won't be a sea of complete all the same colour green, but it will be perfect pH. So if we just turn that off and jump out for a second, you can see in this particular area the pH value is okay, and if we head now to where we've limed, it's perfect. So it's working fine, job's a good one. We just need to crack on now and get the rest covered in lime. Well, this is the third load and we've still not made it around the headland. I'd forgotten from FS19 just how much lime precision farming uses, but this is the cool thing. So where we're sat now, you can see top left says target reached. If I turn the spreader on, it should, yeah, so eventually you can hopefully see, if I move around here, down to the bottom right you've got the lime level and it's not actually going down. So although it's spreading still, it's not going down because it's already applied it to that area. So it only uses what it needs and where it needs. So I wonder if we can actually finish the headland out of this hopper load. Possibly, who knows. It's not looking too hopeful. So we are in November. I did the map change and then there's a few bits I wasn't happy with and wanted to tweak. So you'll possibly remember, there we go, we're out again. You'll possibly remember when we were ploughing up the grass fields before, I didn't do the sheep and the cow pasture. I've now done that. So that was ploughed up, seeded, limed, rolled, etc. So when we come to do that, we won't be needing to plough. I probably wouldn't have bothered if we hadn't had precision farming, but I didn't want to be doing it when that was installed because we'd take a hit. So there you go, full disclosure, that's what's happened there. What else has changed? Nothing really. The trees don't seem to be flickering, which is interesting, as I'm pretty sure they were before, but when I was in the game earlier, but who knows. So yeah, we're in November, the grass has grown, we do now have the custom geo by Disturbed, so let's just, while we're chatting, go in and have a look at that. So this is all changed now, so you'll see the harvesting seasons have all changed and updated, and the periods for harvest has changed, so it's more apt for the UK, which is awesome. We have linseed, so the plan is for field 6 is we're going to get linseed in. We can plant that this month, so that's what's going in here. We are going to have to buy some kit today, and we'll get onto that once this field is limed. So I'm going to get this done, and I'll probably see you down at the store. Right then, here we are at the store with our seeder, and unfortunately, as it's not a direct drill and cultivation affects the environmental score, it is going to have to go. So unfortunately, we'll repair it, I think. We'll repaint it. No, we won't bother this time. It's a lot of money, but I know we'll make it back. But so we'll sell that. That is no. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was on the John Deere then. Oh. Right. So just repair the John Deere while we're here. There we go. So now into the store and the seeders, and if we head across to here. So this is the one we had before, 12 metre working width, 6,000 litre capacity, and that's purely seeds. Okay, so this one is a 9 metre capacity, but it does fertiliser as well. So let's have a look at this. So what do we want? We'll have the ladder. Makes getting up a little bit safer. Where's the ladder before? Go with that one. Wheels. Yeah. And capacity. Yeah, we will go with that. So that comes to 110,000. Requires 270 horsepower. We have plenty, so let's buy that. Ah, you know what I've done. It's not here. I have store deliveries enabled, and I keep forgetting. So, we'll go and pick up the seeder, get it filled up with seed and fertiliser, and I'll rejoin you in field 6. So here we are, back in the field, and we're full with seed, we're full with fertiliser. So what we're going to do, you'll see bottom left is now a nitrogen map. So this is what I love about precision farming, is that mini map. And even for the simplest thing, like you can see where you've missed. It's just so handy. So if we now turn on the drill, good start, lower it down, you can see that we are hopefully, oh, hold on a minute, what is going on? Let's just take a look in the menu. Why is that not seeding? I thought this was a direct drill. Okay, well it's put the fertiliser down at least. I suppose that's one thing. If we go into the precision farming menu, that's the other thing I need to keep remembering to do. We'll see the nitrogen there is bang on, but there's no linseed going in. Let me check what is going on here. Right, done a bit of a test with our cultivator tillage tool fast till thing, and it's worked. So for some reason, and I'm not sure why, whether it's something to do with how the field has come across, I don't know, but this drill is not working as it should. So you can see the strip that we've done, pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect, got weeds growing, so we can sort that. It needs rolling, but the expected yield at the minute is 98%, with the yield potential of 100% in this area. So I am going to move this one out of the way. We are going to jump back into the big vent, get this field cultivated. I'll do that off screen, and then I will see you when we are going to do the planting finally. So just about to turn 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This field has been cultivated, and so has field 3. We haven't taken a hit on environmental score, so whether it's because it's shallow tillage, I'm not too sure, but not complaining. So just plodding on through now, and yeah, GPS is set. I like this this new setup. It's going to save us time in the long run, I think, because we can apply the fertiliser now rather than having to go back over at a later stage. So I'm going to crack through this, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. final bit of the field now, and yeah, we're done. Needs rolling, but we can get that done. So we'll get that turned off and folded up. I did have to buy another 2 bags of fertiliser, but that hasn't broken the bank. So what we'll do now is we'll avoid this tree. We will head back to the yard, and then we're going to go and spend some money. Right then, we're back at the store, and it's time to swap sprayers. So, what are we going to get for this one? We are going to get... We'll repaint it. Why not? 51,000 nearly. 52. Sell that. Okay, so with precision farming comes the ability to use stuff like this. So let's find, we've got, right, so we've got 2 options. There is the John Deere R732i power spray, and you'll see that there is a see and spray function, which is 39 grand to add. Wowzers. So what does this do? So weed spot spraying. With this configuration, each nozzle of the sprayer will only turn on while there are actual weeds below the nozzle. With that, you may use 90% less herbicide, reducing costs and protecting the environment. Okay, so that is going to be 92,000. So if we just pop out of here, there is this mod from, this is a Giants mod. So it's again 39,000 and it's more expensive. But we can get a wider working width. So 36 meters, 124,000. Let me just look. So what was this one? This was a 28 meter. Both very nice sprayers, but I think we're going to go with the John Deere one. We don't want to plate on it really, and I think that's it. We'll have a look at the other brands of the tyres. No, Trollbug it is, because we can put the narrows on it, so let's buy that. Okay. Next one we need to buy is, where is it? Here we go, the Iceria Scout. So this is for soil sampling. We're not always going to buy the soil maps, so we can now sample with that, and this is a good excuse to purchase the Quad Bear. So what do we want? Let's have a look. Hand protectors, support frontal. We'll just put the hand protectors on. Attachers, we want the rear hitch, wheel setup. We'll go with them. Design colours, I like the grey. What's the black change? The seat. Leave that as that. And jet black rims. Okay, we'll buy that. So let's go and have a look at what we have got. So there's our quad, there's our Scout, our soil sampler, and our fertiliser and herbicide sprayer. So let's get these back up to the yard and we'll do a little bit of soil sampling, I think. Well, all I can say is it's a good job I've got my helmet on. because this thing is a bit rapid and ever so slightly unpredictable and jittery at speed. So let's just hike this off here, and I'll see you in the field. Right then, so we're in field 35, which hasn't been sampled. We haven't got a soil map for, so let's unfold the scout and you'll see that there is a green circle appeared. So I just need to open up the menu because I haven't used this yet. So what do we want to do? We want to be pressing B. So that lowers down, takes a sample of the soil. See it there? There we go. Raises back up again. And as we move out of this area, you'll see that we've got a brown ready texture, which means that there's a soil sample being taken for that area. And you'll see in the F1 menu that we've taken soil samples taken 1. So you see 2, see it go down. There we go. So we'll razz round and get the rest of these taken, and we'll send them off for analysis. Last sample just been taken, so now if we jump into here and go over to here, no, I've done that wrong. We need F1 menu, there we go, Y to send soil samples for analysis. So we've done 12. Soil samples are now sent to the laboratory for analysis. You will see the results on the soil types map soon. Super. So we can fold that up. And we can crack on. And we'll probably do, I think we'll probably do field 4 ourselves. And then the bigger fields will buy the maps because it's just going to take absolutely ages, I think. So I'll get field 4 done and I'll catch up with you when we've got the results. So the results are back. You can see field 35 and field 4 now have a different score. So we've got a 57 environmental score for both because we've done the soil sampling. We have got a 62 score for field 6 because we've done the soil sampling. We've also done the fertilising, we've done the liming, and we haven't really tilled it, I suppose. We've just lightly prepared the surface, let's put it that way. So what I'm going to do now is I want to purchase the soil maps for our remaining fields. So we'll go and purchase this one, and then purchase this one, this one, this one, and then we mustn't forget over here field 20. So you can see that's a, so let's have a look at this potential. Okay, that's that done. The other thing I want to try and do is, if we just click on that, purchase the soil information. So we can see now the areas of sort of community public land, and that there is now improved that score. So what's our overall score now? 56. So we've sold, sampled everything that we can, that we own, I think. Yes, we have. Tillage is a bit low, so we'll have to, that'll come up when we work on the other fields and don't plough them. Weed control, we're going to sort via spraying or manual weeding, or when we've just cultivated, and see how we go on with that. We need to do a load of liming on the areas. You can see if we go over here, it's not the best. So I think what we'll do now, I'm just moving some seed around. We will grab the lime spreader, get a load of lime on some of our fields, and yeah, start to get the pH of our soil where it needs to be. Right then, the last of our grass fields now. So we've done all the other grass areas, been and bought another absolutely rammed full trailer of lime, which the Land Rover couldn't pull, so we had to drag the John Deere out. What else have I just done? Oh, I bought a new baler. It was in the sale for about a new baler. It was in the sale for about 60 grand, so we'll have a look at that shortly. But for now, we're nearly done with the lime for the grass areas. Obviously the fields 2 and 3 have got to be done, but that is going to take a serious amount of lime and a serious amount of time, so I'll get those done in between the now and the next episode. But if we just take a look at our map, so you can see we have done 15, 31, 4, and we're working in 35 now. What else do we need to do? Well, the nitrogen in these is awful, so I'm going to do a little check in a bit to see if we might need to harvest these first. So when we've done this, we will go and get the slurry spreader, and we'll do a quick test to see if we can fertilise while it's ready to harvest. Failing that, we'll be waiting until next year, and then we can get them fertilised and get the nitrogen levels bang on as well. So let's get this finished and we'll catch up once it's done. Right then, bit of a change of plan. This is not a slurry spreader, but what's the point in having it if we're not going to use it? So we've got automatic application rate on, so let's see if it works for first. Yes, it does, look. So you see, bottom right again, let's just raise the boom up. That is working beautifully. So we can now get round and and it goes over the fence, even better. So we can get round here, get this fertilised right up to the absolute maximum it needs, and yeah, then it is good to go for possibly one more cut this year. Who knows, I'm not sure yet. But while we're in here, let's just turn that off. We'll have a look. So you can see there, pH is perfect, nitrogen bad. We get under here? Yeah. pH perfect, nitrogen perfect, expected yield 89%. Does that change if we go to a different... Yeah, it drops, but that's because we haven't fertilised it yet. So, all the gear, and kind of got an idea as what we're doing. So, let's get this done. We'll hop into the other field, and then we'll go and take a look at that new baler. So this is our new baler, the Krone Big Pack 1290 HDP VC, and yeah, I'm impressed with that. Real bargain, 60 something thousand I think it was. So that'll do us good. We will I will sell the old baler, I think, get rid of it, and we'll also need a new wrapper. But yeah, pleased with that little purchase. So what I think I'm going to do is we'll head back up to the farm, we'll check on how our score is doing, our environmental score, and then we'll take a bit of a time check and see where we go from there. So then, in the Precision Farm menu, once again, we can see we've got 62 score for field 6, and the rest have stayed at 57. So nothing's changed as yet. I guess that will, once we begin to harvest, for example, or once everything is fertilised. So I think what we'll do is, yeah, so it doesn't, they're all sort of sitting around the same, aren't they? Okay, well, we'll just play it by ear. So our average score at the minute is 56, and our environmental score increases our sell prices by 2%, so that's on everything. So that is a nice little bonus, which is good. You know, we're heading in the right direction. We're not in the red. We need to keep up, you know, sort of 50, well, I'll say 50 plus, but yeah, it would nice to be a little bit in the green. But I think that's achievable. So what I'm going to do is I am going to fertilise the other field, and then we'll have a catch up and probably say ta-ra, I think. Well, as we finish up here, the light has finally gone, so I think what we'll do is we're going to have to leave it there for today. But the stars are starting to appear again. I just think, I know I said at the start, but they are brilliant. So, thank you very, very much for watching. Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.